Okay.
Good afternoon, Ms. Weber. Could you please spell your full name for the record?
Lauren Weber,
And can you spell your last name for the court reporter?
Weder.
And Ms. Weber, do you live in the Nashville area?
Yes, ma'am.
How long have you lived here?
My whole life.
And at some point, did you meet Ms. Jade Tristan Benning?
I did.
When was it that you first met Jade Benning?
We were friends roughly a little over a year. She moved to Nashville and ended up working for my brother's restaurant, and we became fast friends.
And what restaurant was your brother's?
Ernest Barn Hideaway.
And was your brother a single owner, or did he have a co-owner?
He had a co-owner.
And who was that co-owner?
It was actually Jade's uncle, Jay, excuse me.
And when did you first start working at Ernest Hideaway?
I began working there, I want to say it was 2023, roughly. I was there for about 3.5 years. I'm not sure the exact date.
Were you there before Jade started working there?
Yes.
Okay. And did Jade start working there in 2022?
Yes.
Okay. So you would have been working there in 2022 at least?
Yes, that's correct, sorry.
And what was your position at the restaurant?
I was the assistant general manager.
How much time would you say that you spent with Jade Benning on a weekly basis?
We spent a lot of time together at work. After work, we would go get food together, so we spent a lot of time together throughout the week.
Did you guys ever actually travel together?
We did.
How many trips did you go on with Jade?
We took one trip.
And can you describe what was Jade's position at the restaurant?
She was a chef in the kitchen.
And about how many people worked at the restaurant?
I would say roughly 20 to 25 people.
And can you describe Jade's kind of demeanor within the restaurant and the other employees? Was she well liked, or what was your perception?
She was definitely well liked by everyone. She was someone that could sense if you were having a rough day. She would make you smile, and we would do the same for her. She was just a light. Everyone truly loved Jade.
Did she confide in you personal things that had nothing to do with work?
She would. Sometimes also about work, but yes.
And at any point, did you learn that Jade had met Blaise Taylor?
Yes.
And do you recall, when did you first learn about that?
It was in the winter months. She had just mentioned him to me, and then eventually I did meet him.
Do you remember exactly when you met him?
Not the exact date, no.
Can you describe that encounter?
We had gone to a bar that was downtown. It was raining outside. We went up to the bar and I met him, and there was not much communication. It was just more of a nice to meet you, and then kind of didn't have much else other conversation.
And did you see him with Jade again after that?
No.
At some point, did you learn that Jade had become pregnant?
Yes, ma'am.
And how did you learn about that?
Jade called me and she told me.
And do you know how long Jade had known she was pregnant?
She called me as soon as she found out. So she hadn't known very long.
And I want to ask a couple of questions about before that day. So before the day that she found out she was pregnant,
Yeah.
Did you know Jade to drink alcohol?
Occasionally, yes.
Did you know her to ever get drunk?
Occasionally, yes.
Is she someone that you knew to drink every day excessively?
Absolutely not.
Did you know her to do any other types of substances?
Yes.
And what did you know her to do?
Smoke marijuana.
Did you know her to do cocaine ever?
No.
Are you sure about that?
100% sure.
And can you describe, after that day that she told you she was pregnant, did Jade's behavior change in any way?
It did.
Did you ever see her drink again?
I did not.
Did you ever see her or even hear about her smoking marijuana again?
No, ma'am.
And did you have any knowledge of if Jade would connect people with someone to get drugs for
Yes.
them, but not for herself?
Yes.
And was that other people in the restaurant?
Yes.
Can you describe kind of those weeks after she found out she was pregnant? Obviously, the day of might have been shocking, but can you describe her demeanor kind of in those next few weeks in November?
She just knew what was ahead of her, and she was turned over. She was positive. She was going home after work. She was getting her apartment ready. She just wanted to be a mom, and she was ready to be a mom, and was still the amazing person that she's always been. But she definitely, I'll see you later, I'm not going anywhere with you guys. Like, she didn't do anything that she shouldn't have been doing while she was pregnant.
And did you ever go to her apartment that she was living in kind of at the end of 2022?
Yes.
And did you ever go to the new apartment that she moved to in 2023?
Once, yes.
And did you talk to her about the things that she was doing to plan for the baby?
Yes, ma'am.
Can you describe, after she told you she was pregnant, did you hear her talk about Blaise Taylor or see him in that kind of November, December timeframe?
Yes, she let me know that she was going to talk with him and let him know that she was pregnant, and pretty much all that I was ever really told in regards to it, because it just kind of, nothing much else was said.
Did you know whether or not he was involved with Jade in the pregnancy?
Yes.
And what did you know about that?
I knew that they had been together, and of course Jade confided in me, so I knew that they had to have sex, so.
Which I guess I'm asking, after she found out she was pregnant, and you said she went and talked to him, did he continue to be involved with Jade after that?
Yes, yes.
And what do you know about the contact that they had after kind of that beginning of November into December?
I just knew that they were in communication, but I didn't know the depth of what the communication was. I just knew that they were still contacting each other.
Okay. At some point, did you think that he was going to be there raising the baby with her, or what did you think was the plan based off of talking to her?
I knew that's what she was hoping for, but I didn't know what was to come.
Okay. And then, do you recall anything happening kind of the beginning of the year? January, February? Did everything seem to stay the same to you?
Yes. Yeah.
And specifically, drawing your attention to that February 25th, 2023, do you remember that day?
I do.
And did you see Jade that day?
I did.
Can you describe that day to me?
That day I was at work. I was there in the morning, and Jade was there as well. We had a private event that night, and I was just doing what I normally do during the day at work, and Jade told me that she was leaving. She had the night off, and of course I was wondering how, because we had an event, and she told me that she had plans to go home and cook dinner and do some type of painting with Blaise, and Nigeria was there as well. And she just told me that she loved me and she'd see me later, and we went into the event.
I'm gonna object to the hearsay.
What's your objection?
Hearsay.
Is this taken care of either?
I think her state of mind is relevant, Your Honor.
Is that 8033 then existing mental state of mind? Do you care to be heard on that?
I do, Your Honor. Are we talking about the existing state of mind of Jade?
Yes, she planned it. That's what I understood your objection was. Plans to eat and paint with Blake.
I don't know that, but you know what, you're right. Thank you. I withdraw my objection.
Go ahead.
Could you continue your answer?
Yes. So,
You said that she was
Thank you.
leaving, she told you that she loved you and gave you a hug, is that right?
yes, ma'am. Yes. So then the night went on, and I was busy at work, so I didn't really talk to her once we got into things. But I knew what her plans were for the evening, and I just hoped that she'd having fun, and I'd hope to see her the next day so she could tell me about it.
And her mood that day, was it, I guess, normal to you?
It was normal, yes. She was happy that something was planned, for them to do together. So she was a little bit happier than normal, yeah.
So happier than normal?
Yeah.
And can you describe what happened that night after Jade left and you were at the restaurant working?
Some hours went by, of course, and then I just noticed that one of the owners, Jay, is not around anymore, so I kind of felt like something was going on.
And is Jay, is that
Jay
Jade's
is,
uncle?
yes, that's correct. So I just kind of had that gut feeling that something had happened, so I spoke with him, and he let me know that there was an incident, and I just asked what I could do, what I needed to do, and things went from there.
And can you describe what you mean by that, if things went from there?
I was panicking, obviously. I called her mom and asked her what I needed to do, and she asked me to go by Jade's apartment because it was left unlocked. So I went there and went inside, got her keys off of the counter, blew out a candle in her room, took pictures, and left. And then went to the hospital just waiting to see what was going on because we had no idea at that point.
And when you referred to Jade's mom, were you referring to her mom, Bridget, or her stepmom, Andrea?
I spoke to Bridget, and then I gave the keys to her stepmom, Andrea.
And I guess, so you went to the apartment. When you got to the apartment, was it locked?
No, ma'am.
And when you entered, can you describe, what did you see? Did it look normal to you, or what did you think when you got there?
Things looked as they would if you were painting and cooking. There was paintings on the table. There was still food sitting out. But something just seemed off to me. It just didn't smell like food was freshly cooked. So it just kind of put, my brain was telling me, just get the keys, you need to leave. It just, I don't know, it just didn't make me feel right being in there.
What did it smell like if it didn't smell like food?
It just smelled like it was clean. Then normally if someone cooks, you smell the food for at least a couple of days, at least I do when I cook. But yeah, it just didn't smell, it smelled like it was cleaner than it should have been with food just recently being prepared.
And you said that you blew out a candle.
Yes, ma'am.
Where was that candle?
It was on her nightstand, right next to her comforter.
And did you touch anything other than her keys?
I did not.
And you said that you took pictures, is that correct?
Yes.
I'm gonna ask if you have two photographs.
No objection, Your Honor.
Okay.
Thank you.
Ms. Weber, do you recognize those two photographs that were handed to you?
I do.
And are those the two photographs that you took of Jade Fenning's apartment?
Yes, ma'am.
And why did you take those?
Something in my heart told me I needed to. I just took them, and I don't know why I did it. Just something in my instinct told me I needed to do that.
All right, this time I'm going to ask that those two photographs be entered as the next numbered exhibit, 13A and B, and then 5A published goes to the jury.
Okay, yeah, this was. All right, see 13, A and B.
Weber, do you recognize that photograph?
Yes,
And is that photograph one of the photographs that you took in
Yes.
Jade Benning's apartment?
yes.
And kind of this view, would you be standing with your back to the stove, kind of looking towards the front door?
That,
There's a
The-
monitor right in front of you. I don't know if you can see it better on that.
the door is more towards this side, so I was actually kind of like at an angle. So the living room would have been more towards my back, I believe. So yes.
And the next one, which is 13B, can you describe what's shown here?
That is the other side of her island, the other painting that was there.
And you said you took both of these photographs. Does this image actually have the date and time that you took the photographs?
It does.
And if you can just read off for the record what
Sure.
date and time that is.
February 25th, 2023, 11:29 p.m.
And Ms. Weber, you said that you got her keys. Is that correct?
Yes.
Did you get just her keys, or did you get a purse and a wallet, or what did you get?
It was just her keys. They did have like a little Louis Vuitton thing on it that she had like money and stuff in, but it wasn't a full purse or wallet.
Would that have been where her identification was?
I believe so, yes.
And so you took that one item off the counter and did not touch anything else other than blowing out a candle?
That is correct.
Did you lock the apartment when you left?
We did.
And then where did you go after that?
We drove to the hospital.
And when you got to the hospital, who was there?
Nigeria, Andrea, who is Jade's stepmom, Blaise, and my friend Natalie was with me. That's pretty much all who I remember remotely in front of me at that time.
Did Natalie go to the apartment with you?
Yes, ma'am.
And was she there with you, kind of, were you all together the entire time?
We were.
And did she touch anything?
She did not.
Can you describe, had you ever met Nigeria Jackson before?
Yes.
And when you saw her at the hospital, can you describe her demeanor?
Distraught, upset, just, yeah, sad, confused.
And you said that you had met Blaise Taylor once before, is that
Yes.
correct?
Uh-huh.
When you saw him at the hospital, can you describe his demeanor?
Facing away from us, no emotion,
Did he speak to you?
no.
And kind of going back prior to that specific day, did you know of any plans that Jade Benning was making related to her baby?
She was planning her baby shower. I was planning her baby shower. She was getting things together to put a nursery together. She's planning to be a mom.
And were you familiar with Jade's birthday?
Yes.
Did it have significance to you?
Yes.
And why is that?
It's 3 days after mine.
And did y'all have any plans for birthdays?
We would actually, excuse me, we would celebrate them together.
Did y'all have plans to celebrate them together that year in 2023?
Yes.
And after that February 25th, 2023, did you go to the hospital multiple times between that date and March 6th of 2023?
I did.
And was Miss Jackson there when you went to the hospital?
She was, yeah.
Do you have any reason to believe that Miss Jackson would harm Jade Benning?
Not at all.
Thank you, Ms. Weber. I don't have any
Let's see Stacy's exhibit 1, please. as well as exhibit 10, Andy? Oh, I'm sorry. Ms. Weber, hi, how are you today?
Good, how are you?
I'm good, thank you. My name is Letitia Quinones Hollins. I'll be asking you a few questions. If at any time you don't understand something, please let me know, okay?
Okay.
I want to talk with you a little bit, particularly about Mr. Taylor. You stated that you did, in fact, meet him prior to, I guess, 225 in the hospital. Is that right?
Yes, ma'am.
And how many times would you say that that was?
Once.
Okay, and where were you guys when you met?
It was, I forgot the name of it. It was a bar downtown,
Okay, you forgot the name?
and it's in the W.
Okay. And how long were you around him that night?
Probably under an hour.
Okay. And did you speak with him?
Yes.
And was there anything odd about him that you found in your interchange with him that caused you any concern?
There wasn't much conversation. It was just very high, and that's kind of all that was said between us. There wasn't any getting to know each other.
Okay. And would you tell us or tell the jury about when that was?
Again, I'm not sure of the exact date, but it was cold, and I remember it was pouring down rain outside.
Okay. Do you remember on that day that Jade sent you a video?
On the day that I met Blaise,
When it was raining downtown?
she did.
And in that video, it was a video of her and Blaise, was it not?
Yes,
And it was a video of them walking in the rain together.
that's correct.
And when she looked back and gave him a big kiss, do you remember that?
I don't remember that, but I do remember the video being in the rain, and they were walking to meet me.
And would that be, I guess because it was cold, I would assume that it's during the winter time.
Yes, ma'am.
So would that have been the end of 22, would have been the beginning of 23?
Possibly, yes.
Okay. Because there's testimony that they didn't reunite until January 1st of 23 during the winter time, and that would be consistent with that, would it not?
Yes.
Then I want to draw your attention to, you stated that all that you knew that Jade was involved in was marijuana, is that right?
That's correct.
Do you ever recall her texting you about mushrooms?
Yes.
So she was involved with more than just marijuana.
Yes.
You're not testifying to this jury that you know every single thing about Jade, are you?
Yeah, that's correct.
Fair enough. Now, let's take you to 225. You stated that you were in contact with Jade that day, and she informed you about what was going on. Is that right? With the dinner night, date night?
Yes.
Now, to be clear before I go there, when is your birthday?
March 3rd,
And when is Miss Benny's birthday?
March 6th.
And you guys were planning your birthday together?
Yes, ma'am.
So I was looking through your text messages between the two of you around that time, and I don't see anything regarding planning a party together. Did you not text about it?
We spoke in person about it.
But you guys text almost every day, right?
Yes.
About everything?
Not about everything.
Okay, you guys text about the date night, right?
That's correct.
text about hanging out together, right?
That's correct.
What you gonna eat for dinner? Right?
Usually lunch, but yes.
Lunch, okay. Helping Julia out.
Objection, Your Honor, to the relevance.
Okay, they text a lot, so what's your question?
But yet, there's nothing in these text messages about the two of you planning your birthday together.
That's correct. We spoke about it in person.
Okay. Now, taking you to 225, she tells you about the date night, right?
Yes, ma'am.
And that she's going to cook for him.
That's correct.
And as far as you know, did you get to speak with Najee that day?
Later on that evening, yes.
Okay, that evening. And there was nothing that Ms. Jackson shared with you that would lead you to believe that Jade did not cook dinner that night. Is that right?
That's correct.
In fact, you would have learned from Ms. Jackson that she did in fact cook that night. Right?
Can you repeat the question?
Yes, ma'am. You would have learned from Ms. Jackson that she being Jade, did in fact cook that night.
Yes, I knew that prior, so yes.
But you testified that it appeared or it didn't smell like food, right?
Yes.
Did you ever speak with any detectives or police officers that evening?
I did.
Okay, which ones did you speak to, if you remember?
I could not tell you their names, but I did speak with them at the hospital.
How many did you speak with?
I believe it was 2.
Okay. Did you tell either one of those detectives that when you went into that apartment, you did not smell food?
Yes.
Okay, which one did you tell? The first one or the second one?
They were sitting next to each other, so I'm not sure which one, but I was speaking to them at the same time.
Okay, so the 2 detectives that you spoke with at the same time, you told them that when you went in that apartment, you did not smell food.
That is correct.
And did you tell them that it smelled like someone had cleaned up?
Yes, it smelled like it was clean. Yes, that's correct.
And when you say it smelled like it was clean, what does that smell like?
That it's been cleaned. Like the cleaning products, normally if you're cooking, I would smell food.
Right.
So it didn't have that smell when you first walk in that food was just previously made. It smelled like it had been cleaned.
Are you telling us that it smelled like Lysol?
It smelled like a cleaning product. I'm not sure which one, but it smelled like a cleaning product.
Something like Lysol?
A cleaning product.
And is your testimony you did in fact share that with the detectives that day?
To my knowledge, yes.
To your knowledge?
Yes.
What does that mean?
From what I remember, yes, that's the conversation that we had.
Well, could it be that, are you now saying you couldn't, maybe you didn't say that?
No, that's not what I'm saying.
You stated that you went there to pick up what?
I went there to lock her apartment, so I had to get the keys off of the counter.
Where exactly did you find the keys?
They were sitting on the counter in her kitchen.
And what else did you go to pick up?
Just the keys.
Okay. Did you go to pick up anything else?
Just the keys.
And who asked you to go pick up those keys?
Jade's mom, Bridget.
And during that time, were you aware of Ms. Jackson's allegations against Blaise?
No.
So when you went to the apartment, as your testimony, you didn't know anything about the allegations Ms. Jackson was making against Blaise?
No.
Okay. And what time did you speak with Ms. Burks? That's that's Jade's mother, correct?
That's correct.
Okay. What time did you speak with Ms.?
It was probably 30 to 45 minutes prior to me taking those pictures.
So around, I see here.
10:45.
I'm sorry.
Roughly around 10:45.
10:45? And when you spoke with Ms. Burks, she didn't share with you the allegations that Najee had made?
The only thing, no.
She did not. When you went in, you said that you were careful not to touch anything else.
That's correct.
Why not?
I knew that if something had happened with Jade, still at the point not knowing, I knew that I should do only what her mom had asked of me, which was to get her keys and lock her apartment.
But if at this time you had not heard about any allegations by Jade, why would you feel that it was important to go into one of your very best friend's house and be careful not to touch anything?
Because that's not my apartment. I would respect hers just as she would respect mine. So I went in and got what I was supposed to do out of the respect for her family and left.
And so then why would you feel that it was odd that it was clean? Did you realize that she had cooked at 7 o'clock earlier that evening?
I knew that she had cooked, but I knew we went in there and it just didn't seem right to me. And our minds were on knowing something had happened to Jade. And at that point, we did not know what.
Okay. And then, if you were there just to go into the kitchen counter, and can I get you, well, I could use the,
It's up.
is this the kitchen counter you're referring to, found in State's Exhibit 13A?
That is the kitchen island. That is not where her keys were.
Okay, so her keys were in the kitchen, but not here.
Right, because that's the island. It was on the counter.
Okay. And did you, at that time, but it would have been in the kitchen, then?
Yes,
Okay. And would it have been adjacent to that counter?
it would have been next to her stove, which was by the door, so yes,
About how many feet would you say that that counter was from that island?
a foot or two.
So, if it was your intention to respect her apartment and not touch anything that doesn't belong to you, why would you go into her bedroom?
I could see directly into it from the kitchen, and I saw a candle burning next to a comforter, so I would wish someone would blow that out for me if I wasn't there.
And so did you not smell the candle?
No, it was in her bedroom, and it was a red candle, so that,
And so it's 11:29 p.m. And if hypothetically that she would have left her apartment around 10 o'clock, it would have been burning for, at the very least, for over an hour and a half. You didn't smell the candle?
that's not what I first smelled, no.
And you went in, you blew out the candle, and then you left
That's correct.
and locked the doors
Yes, ma'am.
without touching anything else.
Yes, ma'am.
But you knew when you left there, something wasn't right and it smelled clean, correct?
That is correct.
So when you got to the hospital and you saw the police officers, did you go up to them immediately and say, I just left that apartment and something isn't right? Did you do that?
That's not what I immediately did. I got there and I gave the keys to her stepmom, Andrea, and then we were trying to figure out what was going on.
But you had just left your very good friend's house and something in your mind was telling you something nefarious is going on. There's a police officer standing right there. Why wouldn't you go talk to them and tell them that you found something odd?
I wanted her family to be able to speak with them first and get the information. I was there until I was told something.
Okay, well did you, then surely then when you got there and spoke with her family, you told them that, right?
I told them what? I'm sorry.
That something nefarious was going on that you felt because the apartment smelled too clean.
I told them that something didn't feel right. That's what I told them.
Did you share with them that something that didn't feel right was it was too clean?
Yes.
And who did you tell that to?
I told that to, I don't remember exactly who, but I want to say it was Andrea, maybe?
Andrea Browning?
Yes.
And if you didn't tell Andrea Browning, who would you tell?
Eventually, when I spoke with the detectives, I would tell them.
You never told Miss Burks, the one who asked you to go over there in the first place?
She was aware as well.
So you did tell her to?
Yes, ma'am.
So if you told Ms. Browning and you told Ms. Burks, certainly that's something that they would have shared with the police, right?
Yes.
When you were at the hospital, you stated that Blaise, I'm sorry, when you came in, he had his back to you guys, right?
That's correct.
And not being bothered with you. Is that what it appeared like?
He just wasn't speaking. He was sitting away from us with his back. We would come in and his back was to us.
Did you go and speak to him?
No.
And I'm curious, Ms. Weber, if he was away from you with his back to you, how could you tell what his demeanor was?
Body language, and he turned around.
Oh, so he did turn around.
He turned around and looked, but there was no communication between us.
So you're saying you were able to tell his demeanor when for the majority of the time, his back was to you, but then he just kind of turned around and looked at you, and then from there you're able to ascertain what his demeanor is?
Yes.
Did you learn that out of everyone that was aware of what was going on with the medical episode, which would have been Jade, did you learn that?
Did I learn? I'm sorry, can you repeat the question?
Did you learn that Ms. Jackson was aware of the medical episode as it was going on?
Once we got to the hospital and got further into speaking, I was made aware of that after the fact, but not during.
Okay, fair enough. Were you made aware afterwards that Mr. Keontae Jones was part of that conversation with Jade?
No,
No one told you that?
I don't know that name. I'm sorry.
Would you be surprised to know that the only person who called 911 in reference to Jade's medical episode was Blaise? Did you know that?
Yes.
You didn't find that out?
I mean, there was a lot odd that evening, but no, I mean,
Your Honor, may I ask that the witness be passed States Exhibit 13A, B, and 1A?
You can put them up, what do you want to ask?
Take a look at States Exhibit 13A. That's your screenshot, or is it a screenshot or a photo?
it's a screenshot of a photo.
Okay. And where's the original photo?
You're looking at it. I had to take a screenshot so the date would show.
Oh, very good. And that's my point. Your date is showing there, correct?
Yes, ma'am.
Because you wanted them to know, when I say them, the police officers, this is what time this photo was taken, because I want you to know that I was there and I was there at this time, correct?
When you take a photo, the date and time automatically appear, so that wasn't my intentions at that time. I came back to that when I was asked for any information that I had from that evening.
Well, I'm only stating that because you just said that you wanted the date to show.
That's with the screenshot, yes. Yes.
And that's why you took the screenshot.
Yes, but that was way after that evening. But yes, you're correct.
Okay, very good. So, take a look at States Exhibit 1A and 1B. There is no time or date taken there, is there?
No, that's not a picture I took.
No, I know. I'm
Okay.
just asking you. There is no date or time in this photo, is it?
There is not.
Whoever took this photo didn't feel the same way you felt in regards to being important as to what date and time this photo was taken. Neither is a date and time on that photo, is there?
That's multiple questions. What do you ask?
Yeah, what do you?
I'll ask again.
I'm
States
gonna
Exhibit,
object to Ms. Collins referring to this as a photo. It's a screen capture from the video.
Video.
No.
That was the witness testimony, it is not a photo.
Oh, very good. The screen capture from this video doesn't show a date or time, does it?
It wouldn't.
Okay. Yours didn't either, but you took a screenshot so that it would, right?
Once I was asked for the photo, yes, that's correct.
Now, when you said that Blaise turned around and you were able to ascertain his demeanor from him turning around, what did he look like?
Just sitting there, no emotion, no happiness, sad, no, just there.
Did he make a face at you?
No, it's just normal face, just with no emotion behind it,
Just a blank face?
pretty much.
Were you aware that the entire time he was in the hospital, he had a mask on?
No,
You weren't aware of that?
no.
It would be hard for you to be able to ascertain what his face looks like or demeanor if he had a mask on, wouldn't it?
If he had a mask on, yes, that's correct.
So if he did have a mask on, you'll agree it would be difficult for you to do that.
If he had a mask on, yes.
Thank you, I pass the witness.
You have a mask on. Would you saw?
No.
Do you know what time you saw him?
Not to the very minute, but it would have been shortly after the time of me taking that photo and going to the hospital.
So within an hour?
Possibly, yes. Yes, within an hour.
So around 12:30?
Yes.
So if we have a photo of Blaise around 12:30, he shouldn't have a mask on according to your testimony.
From what I remember now.
Okay, thank you.
Any other questions?
I don't have anything else, Your Honor.
Okay, thank you, ma'am. You can step, Jessica. Who's the next witness?
Stephanie Franklin.
You swear the testimony you're about to give will be the truth.
Now, could you please tell us your name and spell your first and last name for the report?
My name is Stephanie Franklin, Stephanieie, Franklin, Franklin.
Ms. Franklin, did you know Jade Tristan Benning during her lifetime?
Yes, sir.
When did you first meet her or come to know her?
I met Jade when I learned that my daughter and she were in the same dance class when they were around 4 or 5 years old. And they clicked, and I met Jade's mother at that same time.
And where was that with respect to at least city and state?
In Little Rock, Arkansas.
And what is your daughter's name?
My daughter's name is Lindsay Jones. Well, Wallace now, she's married.
So, initially, your daughter, Lindsay, and Jade were 4 or 5 years old, dance class.
Yes,
You
sir.
can speak your answer.
I'm sorry. Yes, sir.
said, Jade's mother
Yes,
at that time. And so were they living in Little Rock?
yes, sir.
On how many occasions, and we're talking about during this age group, and I'll ask as they get older, but at this time, that age, 4 or 5 years old, how often would you see little Jade then?
The beginning, it only took a few weeks, but for it to grow into a almost every day or every other day interaction.
And did your daughter and Jade go to preschool together?
No, sir.
Now, as they got a little older, did they maintain their friendship?
Yes, they ended up going to the same middle school and celebrating birthdays, special events. We were with each other all the time.
And did you establish and maintain a friendship or relationship with Jade's mother?
Yes, sir.
And what was that interaction like with respect to, like, how many times would you see Jade as a young child?
All the time. Special events, birthdays, weekly outings, dinner dates. There were standing dinner dates on specific nights. I mean, it was a regular. She was like a second child to me.
On occasion, do sleepovers at your house?
Sleepovers at my house or
How about your daughter?
my child over at her house or her grandparents' house even.
As they got even older, into the teenage years, what was the relationship like at that point?
All through middle school, leading up to the teenage years, we all were at the same school. I actually taught at the school where they attended. So they were with me all the time, before school, lunch, after school, when there was a problem. I was kind of like their school mom. And of course, my daughter was there too. And then after their middle school years, they decided to go to 2 different high schools in Little Rock due to their choices of what they were interested in. My daughter went to an arts magnet, and Jade chose to go to Central. So while they were not in the same school, we still attended games, ball games to see or cheer, competitions, dance recitals, special events. We still went out to dinner. We still hung out, all those things.
When you say competitions and cheers, what sort of cheer
My daughter and Jade were both cheerleaders
at their respective high schools?
at middle school, and then continued on to at their respective high schools.
And with respect to any other competitions, activities that you knew Jade to be involved in?
I mean, she would come support my daughter because my daughter was a dancer also and had dance recitals, and so she would come and watch and support. We had regular sleepovers still from time to time as they got older.
Now, did they both, to your knowledge, stay in dance all the way up through elementary school, middle school, and
Yes, sir.
high school?
My daughter cheered the whole time. Jade cheered the whole time. Jade was actually captain at Central High School of the cheer squad.
And we get too deep in the weeds about this, but Little Rock High School, how big a school is that?
3,000 to 4,000 student population. It changes throughout the years, probably more when she was there than today.
So was Jade being captain of the cheer squad a big thing?
Oh, it was a huge thing, a huge responsibility. Their squad had, first it was leadership position, but was held in high regard for anyone who was selected. And it speaks to her light and how she was able to bring people together.
As
thankfully.
And college was next.
Yes, sir.
Did they maintain that friendship and you as well with Jade Penny, her family?
Yes, sir. They chose different routes for college as well as young people. My daughter chose to go and follow her mom in education. And Jade decided that, you know, college wasn't for her at a certain point, and that she wanted to be a chef, so she went that route.
Let me say that route, was there a culinary school?
Yes. It was like a, I guess what would you call a vocational college, and she went to a culinary school and graduated.
Did you become aware at some time that Ms. Benton, Jade Benton, relocated to Nashville, Tennessee?
Oh, I mean, yeah. Sorry. Yeah, I knew that she wanted to spread her wings and venture out. She was tenacious in that regard, and independent. And so I knew that she had her sights set and moved to Nashville, and that she was able to secure a job.
Was she
Cooking.
ambitious and
Yeah, in her field, cooking, and an opportunity to do what she loved.
Did you have any appreciation of why she chose Nashville? Did you have any relatives here?
Well, her stepmom lives outside of Nashville, and she has a half sister in the area as well. And then,
Would it be fair to say you know pretty much all about her family?
yes, sir, and even the relationship with the person who was in ownership of the restaurant where she was going to, where she did cook, but where the offer came from.
You recall when the last time may have been that you saw Jade Benning alive?
I think it was when we had a dinner back in Little Rock.
And when Ms. Benning would come back to Little Rock, would you normally see her?
Most of the time, yes. If my schedule allowed me to be there, I'd be there.
And so, looking back on it, do you recall that event, that family dinner?
It's hard to go back to those memories, but yes.
What was her mood, her
She was
attitude, her demeanor? What was she like at that time?
She was pure Jade, excitement, her whole life ahead of her, just happy. That's her.
Did you stay in any type of communication with Ms. Benning after that? Phone or text or?
Directly, we didn't communicate as much as Jade and I together as she got older, but Bridget and I are her mom, I'm sorry,
Who was that first?
are, I would say, best friends. So yes, kept tabs nonstop. And I mean, Jade and I would text, Mother's Day, I always got a message from her, birthdays, it was interaction.
And are you spending your daughter kind of went separate ways, professionally or educationally? But your knowledge, did your daughter, Jade Benning, stay in touch?
Yes, sir.
Did you ever have the opportunity to come to Nashville and visit Miss Benny while she was alive here?
No, sir.
Did there come a time when you learned that she was expecting?
Yes, sir.
How did that come about?
Her mama confiding in me.
Just go back to the, you and her mother being such close friends.
Mm-hmm.
You recall approximately when that was?
I want to say it was sometime in December. And it may have been toward the end of November, but sometime around that holiday season.
And did you share that news with others?
No. Bridget and I have a cloak of trust as best friends do, and so she confided in me, and until I had permission, I did not. But Bridget and I talked about it regularly after she told me.
So, if you're saying you kept up with the progress of the pregnancy and things that were going on, and were you planning to participate whenever the time came, baby showers, whatever you could do?
I mean, of course.
When I get to the night, about the call, did there come a time when you received a call concerning Jade Dennis' health and welfare?
Yes, sir. Actually, I was notified because my husband was called by Jade's, I hate to say stepdad, I'm going to say bonus dad. They're also friends. And when the call came in, and I was told, just was a little bit in shock. And of course, Bridget was on the other line, not able to call me herself, so, you know, it was, I need to talk to Bridget.
You're still in Little Rock, correct?
Yes, sir.
Should have asked, that's
Yes, sir.
2 years. So, what, if anything, did you do upon receiving the call?
I immediately demanded to talk to Bridget. And so when I got to talk to Bridget, of course, she and Lynn were already en route to Nashville. And I told her, I said, I'm coming. I told her, I said, I gotta get a couple hours of sleep because it was late. Sure. And then of course, I just told her I would be there and I would leave in the morning and drive, and that the girls may come with me. And then when I said the girls, she knows what that means, but that's my daughter and some other close family friends. And so then I immediately called my daughter and told her, and we made plans what time to meet and what time we were going to leave.
And you recall approximately what time we left Little Rock to come to Nashville?
Sometime in the morning, early, I mean, it's like 6, 7. Had to pick up my daughter and then also get another friend.
I don't necessarily need to ask what was said, if anything, but were you in communication being updated on Jade's condition during the drive?
And of course,
When you arrived here in Nashville, where did you go immediately?
I went directly to the hospital.
Do you recall approximately what time it may have been when you got there?
was early afternoon. I wouldn't say midday, it was early afternoon.
And when you arrived, where did you go? Arrived by that, I mean, at the hospital.
Straight to ICU.
And were you permitted to see Jade?
I went straight to the waiting room first, and that's where I got to meet Bridget and Lynn and everybody else that was there.
Were there a number of people there? that
Family members, yes.
And when you saw, since she was in the ICU, when you saw her, what did you see? Could you describe what you saw?
Jade was laying there with tubes and wires connected and machines functioning for her. And I saw her pregnant belly pooch.
How long did you stay in Nashville?
Got here Sunday. 4 days.
And during that time, were you frequently at the hospital?
If I wasn't sleeping or driving to and from.
At any time before you arrived at the hospital, had you heard the name Blaise Taylor?
Yes. Yes.
And from
From Bridget.
had you ever met anyone by that name?
No.
Did you meet anyone at the hospital during the days that you were there? Named Blaise Taylor.
No.
So have you ever seen him or spoken to him?
Not in person.
Have you spoken?
No.
Focusing back at the hospital, were you aware there was a police investigation?
I became aware.
And officers and or detectives at the hospital on and off, or at least that you saw and spoke to there?
I never met anyone directly that I recall, but I saw people, and they would pull Bridget and Lynn and Dennis and Andrea.
Did there come a time when you went to the apartment,
I did.
Miss Bidding's apartment?
Yes, sir.
Tell us how that came about.
My best friend was falling apart, and she wasn't going to leave her child's side, which I understand. But it was driving her crazy to know the answers, to just see what in the world was happening, trying to make sense of something. So Bridget and I discussed it.
And was the decision made, at least between the two of you at least, that you would go to the apartment?
Yes, that'd be her eyes and ears.
Did you get keys to the apartment?
From Bridget.
Had you ever been there before?
No.
I'm not asking if you ever been to Nashville, but so,
No,
were you given directions or
I was given the address. GPS.
Who, if anyone, went with you?
My daughter Lindsay, Jada, Summons, and Nigella.
Now, ask about Nigella. Would that be Nigella Jackson?
Yes, sir.
Did you know her prior to this incident?
When I say girls, she's included in that group.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Going back to
Sleepovers, celebrations, cheer, all the things.
And so, then was she, meaning Miss Jackson, also a part of the growing up in
Yes, sir.
the Little Rock? Prior to going to the apartment, what, if anything, did you do to prepare for going there and entering?
My son is a police officer in Little Rock, and
Let me just, without going into this, did you get some suggestions from him?
yeah, of course,
And
I called.
did you follow those suggestions?
I called him and told him what I was getting ready to do, and then I had to do it for Bridget. And so I asked him,
Well, I know, so what did you do to prepare?
I called my son and I told him what I was getting ready to do and asked him how do I honor what my friend needs and do it in the best, carefulest way, not knowing all the details, but knowing what little information I had with how she got to be, how Jade got to be in the hospital. And that he told me I,
And did you follow those instructions or advice?
yes, the ones he gave me.
Did you procure any hand protection?
I did.
Tell us about that.
He told me you need to have gloved hands, you need to not touch anything, try not to touch anything, you don't have to touch to gain entrance. And you need to record and take pictures or still shots of anything that you feel needs to be documented for Bridget to see. And then get out. Don't stay there.
When did you go to the apartment? Was it daylight or dark?
It was around dusk on the day that I got there.
And would that have been the 26th?
Yes, sir.
And you told us who went with you, so, when you arrived, did you take pictures?
I did.
Did you also take videos?
I did.
And did you take any items from the apartment?
One.
All right. Court's permission. I'm going to ask these to be passed to the witness. Ms. Franklin, being handed two items, one envelope contains a USB, but as far as the photographs are concerned, could you look through those and see if you recognize what is depicted? Honor, I would move those. Number 14. Ms. Franklin, which were done first? Photographs or the videos? Or were they video and photograph, video and photograph, or how was the process done?
Room by room, area by area, video and photographs together in the same areas.
And what did you use to capture both the video and the photographs?
My personal phone.
Cell phones. All right. If we could. Now, Ms. Franklin, you've had an opportunity to review these, is that correct?
Yes, sir.
And we have muted each of the videos because what was said is really not between you and Jade and Jade is not relevant. So, as we play these one by one, since there will be no audio, can you narrate, tell us what we're seeing?
Yes.
Video number 1.
This is,
And we can't stop, obviously.
as soon as you walk in the apartment and open the door, you're in the kitchen. And so this is immediately entering the door, panning the kitchen area. This is the countertop. I knew that, I knew Jade had had a at-home date set, and I knew that because she loves to cook, you see food over on the stove area and the counter, and then the result of their kind of paint at home.
So to be fair to say that
Activity.
there were things, some things you expected to see, is that correct?
Correct. And then that's Jada and not Jade.
Again, it's muted, but were you having conversations?
Of course.
And were you apprised of the fact that Najee had been there before?
No.
Okay, so you didn't know whether she had.
Not Jay is Jade's best friend,
Yes.
so I'm sure.
Now we're moving to video number 2. Where are we now?
Standing in the living room, facing the second bedroom and panning from the other direction.
Looking back towards the kitchen.
Yes, and she looks surprised because I'm telling her to get out of the way. That's my daughter that you saw a glimpse.
Now, video number 3. What are we?
The image of where Jade's camera usually sits. Or is expected to be sitting.
I believe if you touch the screen on the thing that's down there, you can make a circle. So, kind of where the camera usually sits, could you circle that area? So, no camera there, correct?
Correct. Correct. Would you like me to clear that?
I can hear. And now, number 4. Where are we now?
Jade's bedroom.
And what, if anything, are we seeing there?
Well, you're seeing a scan of her bedroom, but There's also the camera right there.
And if we can pause it right there and do the same, could you circle? And were the blinds in that condition when you went in and filmed this?
Yes, sir.
That you touched anything at that point?
No.
Right, and now, lastly, video number 5.
It's panning from the other direction of the other side of the room.
Thank you. Now, we can publish the photographs. And these have been arbitrarily A through K, I believe. But what are we seeing here in this picture?
Camera outside in the hallway, on the ceiling, walkway area, the entrance walkway to Jade's front door.
And what about this?
Jade's art. No more handwriting.
And a third.
Presuming that's Blaise's.
Now, we had a picture of the refrigerator. Well, the refrigerator was in the video, but
Yes, sir.
open the door and just the picture of the interior of the refrigerator that was in the video.
Yes, sir.
And did you remove any items or replace any items there that weren't there to start with?
No, just opened it.
What is this a photograph of?
Open trash can at the end of the bar in the kitchen.
Do you recall what may have been in it?
I didn't dig in it. I just saw what was there on top.
Was there any other trash receptacle that you saw that had anything in it?
We did look at the trash cans in the bathrooms. They were empty.
And was there any other trash anywhere in the kitchen other than this one?
Not that was visible.
And the next photograph, what are we seeing here? And again, if you could tell us what it is.
So the camera on the ledge in Jade's bedroom, facing out.
Okay. And here be plugged in.
Yes, sir.
And this is another view of the camera, this one showing the lens facing.
Yes, sir.
And now moving on, we
Just real quick, did y'all just see that in the window? That's the first thing that I've seen that may be potentially foul play. I'm rewind it just in case you guys missed it. And I wonder how this is gonna go. Y'all see this camera is facing outside towards the window. Did he turn that camera? Was that camera always supposed to be like that? I don't see what sense it makes to be facing outside the window versus to inside the house. But in the same token, I don't know, why would she have a camera right there in her bedroom? I mean, that part is weird to me, but that's just me, but people be in some freaky deaky stuff. So who knows? I don't know. Was she part-time only thing? I don't know. I'm just saying, in the bedroom is definitely a weird place to have a camera, but what's strange to me and what I noticed from this, and I don't know if you guys caught it, is that the actual camera is facing outside.
and this is another view of the camera, this one showing the lens facing.
Yes, sir.
And now moving on, we saw the video of the bed room. Was there anything on about the bed that attracted your attention?
Yes. On the bedspread, it appeared to be throw up or vomit.
And in looking at it, did it appear to be of any particular color?
Pink.
And again, having talked to your son and preparing this, what, if anything, did you do with the comforter, with this object?
I took it. I decided to take it, but I didn't. I decided to take it with this.
This is, next picture is just a more close up. And were these pictures taken prior to you touching this item?
Yes.
And in fact, did you touch it and for any other purpose than to remove it
No.
and preserve it?
No.
And what, if anything, were you able to put it in?
A trash bag. I told them to get a trash bag.
And was it one that was already there at the apartment?
Mhm.
Now, this next photograph of the vehicle with license plate. Are you familiar with that vehicle?
Yeah.
And whose vehicle is that?
Oh, I'm sorry. Bridget and Lynn's.
Now, we talked about you removing the comforter. You recall whether or not there was any other item that you took along with it?
No, I just
And how did you go about?
folded it within itself and stuffed it in the bag with my gloved hand and tied the bag off in the apartment.
And last, talking about a trash bag and
That's it.
packing it up.
That, yes, yes, sir.
So, you're there, you looked around, did you check out anything else as far as whether the windows were locked or anything to do with touching the apartment or touching anything in the apartment?
No, other than, I mean, there was discussion on whether to leave the blinds up in the bedroom and the camera location being weird, because, I mean, Jade, yeah, we talked about that and whether or not we should close the blinds.
And you recall whether or not you did or didn't close the blinds?
They were closed when we left.
And how about the camera? Was it left in the same location or moved back to the kitchen?
No, Nigella was adamant about moving it back to the kitchen where it's supposed to be.
And other than that, was anything else manipulated that is being moved, anything added or taken away?
No, we talked about private property of Jade's, but didn't touch anything else, didn't take anything else.
And when you arrived there, was the door locked?
Yes,
And when you left, did you relock the door?
of course.
Yes, the question is, why did you take it upon yourself to essentially do police work?
Because Bridget was hurting and Bridget wanted answers, and Bridget and I were both pissed. Excuse my French. We were angry. Didn't seem like anybody was doing anything. It didn't seem like things were moving.
Pace was too slow.
No answers. Why do you have a child on life support? No answers.
Was this any attempt on your part to interfere with the investigation?
No, I would never.
As far as packaging the item that we see here in the trunk of this person's vehicle, what did you do with it when you left the apartment?
Called, told him I was headed back. What I had, meet me at the car, because I'm gonna give it directly to Jade's parents.
Did you give them keys back to you?
Yes. They met me at the car.
Now, as far as the exterior of the apartment complex, did you do anything with respect to looking around there, or?
Yeah, tried to see if there was any trash or anything that was obviously in the dumpster, but I'm not digging in dumpsters, and they were huge. Then there was a neighbor out walking their dog, and I asked her if she knew Jade,
So,
and she explained, and our conversation led to the fact of ambulances there the night before, and she didn't know her. I gave her my number.
so you get back to the hospital, essentially, as far as the evidence is concerned, it's still in the bag, the last time you saw it, correct?
Correct.
And as the days went on, did you find that there was a police investigation going on and detectives who were working?
Yes, I knew that finally there were people talking to Bridget and Lynn. And listening.
From the time you packaged the comforter in the trash bag until it was delivered there in the trunk of the vehicle, did you open it at any time during the transport?
No,
Add anything to it
no,
or touch it with your marriage?
no, sir.
I know you testified that you had on gloves, rubber gloves or latex.
I'm not a medical professional, but yeah,
I was gonna say,
blue gloves from the hospital.
from the hospital. And when you packaged up the comforter, could you feel through the things any moisture or whether the area that we've seen highlighted?
No, but I mean, that's one of the things I noticed when it looked like vomit, is there seemed to be a moisture ring several inches outside where the vomit was. And I'm a mom, seen lots of vomit, cleaned up vomit. And I'm an educator, so seen it there too.
Teacher,
And that looks like there was moisture added at some point or an attempt to wipe it or something.
Good afternoon, Ms. Frank. I know this is extremely difficult. I can't imagine what you've been through. I appreciate you being here today, answering all these questions. I want to start by talking, kind of going back to the beginning of your testimony and talking a little bit about kind of your background relationship with Jade and Bridget, okay? So, obviously, as you've testified, you've known Jade almost her whole life, right? Is that right?
Long time.
And it sounds like you were a really big part of Jade's life when she was young, when she was growing up. Is that right?
Yes.
And you mentioned Bridget is probably one of your best friends now,
Correct.
and she has been for a long time.
Yes.
And you all are from Arkansas, right?
Yes, sir.
And you still live there now.
Yes, sir.
You still live in the same area as Bridget, is that right?
I mean, we live in central Arkansas now. I don't live in Little Rock anymore.
I got you. Okay. About how many years has it been since Jade has kind of lived in the same area that you and your daughter do?
From today?
Well, I guess it's been a few years since this incident, but since she passed away. So when, at the time that she passed away, how long had it been since you guys all had lived in the same area?
Probably 3 to 4.
So kind of like the college time?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Which makes sense with what you were describing, that your kids both went away to college and you stayed in contact, but as naturally happens, you know, you're not as in daily touch, right?
Correct.
And at the time, in 2022, 2023, when Jade was living in Nashville, this is kind of, is it fair to say this is the time in your life, in her life, that you were describing where you're talking to her at Mother's Day or her birthday or maybe a big holiday, is that right?
Correct.
But not necessarily like every week or even every couple weeks.
Correct.
So you're still keeping up with what's going on because your families are close, but you and Jade are not in daily contact, is that right?
Correct.
So you're not, you yourself at least, are not sort of, you don't have personal knowledge of what's going on in Jade's day-to-day life. Is that fair?
I have snippets because of Bridget.
Sure. I get that. But you and Jade are, she's not filling you in personally what's going on in her day-to-day life.
No, she's not.
So she's not calling you saying, oh, I went on this date, it was great, and that sort of thing.
No.
And you don't have personal knowledge of, you know, some of these lifestyle kind of things, like is she drinking or doing drugs, or how well she's doing, or she's totally clean. Like, you don't know personally how she's doing, right?
I know she's well,
I got you.
happy.
Yeah, because when you talk to her, she seems like she's doing great, right?
When I talk to Bridget on a daily basis, yes.
When you're talking to Bridget, and Bridget's talking to Jade, so it's coming second, third hand, right?
Yes, sir.
But you're not there kind of involved in her daily social life, right?
I'm not in Nashville, no.
And similarly, with the relationship with Blaise, how things are going, you don't have any sort of first-hand observation experience as to her relationship with Blaise.
No.
In terms of this situation, February 25th, 2023, you found out pretty quickly, is that right?
Yes, sir.
I think Bridget found out and she called you as one of her best friends almost immediately.
No, her husband called.
Her husband called. Okay, I'm sorry. So her husband called almost immediately.
I'm assuming as quickly as they found out.
And they were already on their way to Nashville.
Correct.
the information that you received very quickly from her husband, were you, and I don't need to know the exact details, but were you kind of filled in on what people were saying about what happened, what Nigel Jackson was saying about what happened? Were you told all that information?
I was told that there was a phone call. I was told that something happened to Jade, and there was a phone call that Bridget received from Nigel, hysterical. And Nigel shared that.
I don't need to know what Nigel said exactly, but just that she was making some allegations about Mr. Taylor.
Nigel was reporting what she said,
Okay.
what she saw,
Bridget
what occurred.
was telling you that Nigel was telling her some things about it, right?
Yes,
Right from the get-go.
Nigel shared.
And you don't want her to get into it, or you do?
This is, I'm sorry, let me clarify that. I'll ask the question a better way. In that very initial phone call, was it your understanding that somebody was saying Mr. Taylor was the reason that Jay was in the hospital?
That's a trick question.
I didn't mean it to be a trick question. I'm not trying to trick you, I promise. I just want to know kind of,
His name was mentioned, yes.
okay. So you hop in a car and you start, the next morning, you hop in the car.
Correct.
You indicate to Bridget that you'll be there for her as soon as you can. Is that fair?
Correct.
I want to get it right. I want to make sure that I'm accurate about what I'm understanding.
What's your question?
I'm sorry. I'm trying to be.
What is your question?
Approximately how long is it from Little Rock to Nashville?
5 to 7 hours, depending on traffic.
So you arrived about midday on the 26th?
I arrived a little bit after lunch, kind of early afternoon.
Okay. And tell me again who you drove with. I know your daughter, and who is the other person?
Jada Summons.
Jada Summons. And how old is Jada Summons? Wear gloves, take pictures, don't stay long. I did not note that you said your son advised you to collect evidence. Is that correct?
Could you ask the question directly?
Did your son ask you to collect anything
No.
while you were there?
No,
So your son did not advise you to collect evidence while you were there.
he did not say those words.
Okay. Did Ms. Burks specifically ask you to bring anything out of the apartment?
No,
Did she specifically ask you to collect any evidence?
no,
Did she specifically ask you to move anything?
no.
Ms. Franklin,
Mrs. Franklin.
Mrs. Franklin, I want to show you this. Do you recognize this image?
Yes, sir.
If I represent to you that it's a screenshot from the first video that you put in, does that look accurate?
I mean, without having them side by side, yes.
Sure. Do you recognize this area that it shows?
The counter.
Yes, but that looked like Jade's apartment,
It looks like her kitchen.
or kitchen in her apartment. Okay, and that's from your video, so that's about what it looked like when you went there, right?
What I recall, yes.
Do you recognize this right here?
Can you move your finger for a second?
Sure.
Okay, what directly, could you give me color, because there's two objects?
This pink item right here?
No, I don't recall that specifically.
That doesn't look familiar to you from when you were in the apartment?
I don't recall that specifically.
That cup didn't look familiar to you?
I don't recall that specifically.
How about over by the sink right here?
What exactly? Can you point again?
Over in the sink?
Okay.
Look at that there.
The pan?
Yeah, the pan, the pot, whatever that is.
Okay.
Did you note any dirty dishes when you were in the apartment?
I cannot recall specifically dirty dishes.
Does that appear to be a clean dish?
I mean, I don't know. It's upside down.
Did you note any unusual smells when you were in the apartment?
Not that I remember.
Am I able to see if I can hook my connector up? So these have been introduced as the exhibits. I don't know the exact numbers, but these were pictures that you took, right? That you've already identified?
Yes, sir.
I'm going to flip through and just ask you a couple questions.
Okay.
This picture, which, can you just describe what's in this picture?
The inside of Jade's refrigerator in her apartment.
Is there a reason why you took this picture?
I mean, I took pictures of what I thought was concerning or needed to be documented.
What was notable or concerning about the refrigerator?
I was looking for anything pink,
Anything pink?
liquid.
So there's a pink lemonade in there?
Yes, sir.
And this you've already described as the camera, right?
Correct.
And here is and the windowsill, or the window shade is up in this picture. Is that correct?
Correct.
And the camera is in the bedroom on this windowsill, correct?
Yes.
And we noted in the other picture that I just showed, the screenshot, the camera's not in the kitchen, right?
Correct.
Did you note a gun in the apartment?
I'm sorry.
Did you see a gun in the apartment?
I don't remember seeing the weapon, but I think I saw a holster.
Saw a holster, but you didn't see the gun.
I mean,
Right. I noticed in those videos that we watched, there was not a video of you moving the blink camera, was there?
I'm sorry, can you repeat?
There was not a video of you moving the blink camera, was there?
No, a video?
Yes.
No,
And there was not a video of you packaging up the comforter, was there?
no,
And there was not a video of you taking the comforter out of the apartment, was there?
no,
And there was not a picture of a washcloth?
no,
Did you also package up a washcloth?
not that I recall.
You did not remove a washcloth?
Not that I recall.
You didn't take any pictures of a washcloth?
Not that I recall.
Were you the only person who touched the comforter?
I think so, yes.
Nobody else helped you fold it up and put it in the garbage bag?
I mean, I can't testify to remembering if anyone touched the comforter.
And that's not part of the videos that you took while you were there, right?
No.
Did you bring the garbage bag with you?
Yes.
Did you have to go to the store to buy the garbage bag?
No.
You had it with you already.
No.
Where did the garbage bag come from?
I don't know because I didn't leave the bedroom. I said, get the garbage bag.
So it's possible that came from Jade's apartment?
Yeah, I mean, we didn't bring one with us. That I'm aware, no one had a garbage bag with them when we arrived.
Oh, I'm sorry, I misheard you. You didn't bring a garbage bag with you?
No.
Okay. So just so I understand, so far as you were aware, there was no police officer that gave you permission to go to that apartment?
I did not speak to the police officer.
And not everything that happened in the apartment is on video, right?
No, I didn't record nonstop.
Thank you.
You need to redirect.
Mr. Franklin, you were asked many questions about the time you were out there.
What's your question?
Did you happen to notice that there was a clock that was captured in the video with the time on it?
Yes.
Our list published that it's the first video still shot.
Okay.
And do we see the time? What is the time?
6:39.
Counsel asked you a number of questions about your relationship. You testified about Ms. Burks, Bridget, and when you learned that Jade was pregnant, was she supposed to tell you that?
Bridget or Jade?
Ms. Burks, Bridget.
Bridget telling me about
Yes.
Jade being pregnant?
Did you find out later that it was supposed to not be told?
Oh, I mean, no, I found that out when she told me
Okay.
that she was pregnant.
So that's how close you are.
Yes.
No.
Any other questions?
Ms. Franklin, do you know if that clock in that video is accurate?
Hang on, let him answer.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Go ahead. No. Have a seat, General Moore. What are your questions?
I didn't hear him get back up.
Do you know if that clock is accurate in that video?
I'm assuming so.
Have you ever been to Ms. Benning's apartment before?
No.
So you don't know if it's accurate, do you?
No.
Thank you.
Did you have other questions?
With respect to the questions about comfort, did you shake it out or fold it up?
No, I folded it up within itself.
So if there was something else in there, it would have been folded up in it.
I did not spread it out. I didn't move it. I folded it up within itself and put it in the bag.
Whatever was in the bag stayed in the bag.
Yes.
That's all.
Was that how you were directed to package up evidence by your son?
No one directed me the way to package.
Now, nothing else, Ron.
Okay. Thank you. You can step down and have a seat. Right, there's still the jury still stepping down the hallway, we'll take a short break.
Well, I must say, that wasn't as bad as I thought it was going to be. She was on the stand for almost an hour.
Court will be in a 15-minute break.
I'm going to buy my thing. Let me see. Yeah, we've been survivors. You got that right. Let me see. I don't know if we can get past this. I see Leslie does have her stream set up for 5 o'clock. So probably just like right after court ends. Or we may still be in court, maybe just ended by the time she do her live. So I'll see if she'll open up so I can just redirect us over there. If not, then I'll definitely get Leslie B's chat. Not chat. I'm having a brain fart. I'll make sure we get Leslie's channel thing in there. So you guys don't have to go back there and search for it. I know it was placed in the chat earlier. Yeah, I hope they bring in Miss Jackson because I don't know what else we could talk about. Like, I don't want to talk about nothing else now. Let's get to it. Ain't nothing to it but to do it. Thank you, Merelda. I appreciate it. Yeah, I have to get one of those. I have to go into my little chat bot thing and put that together for us. So it can be a command. I almost think I got a command for like Lisa. I think I did. I can't remember. I tell you, this is something else. Yes, I see that's out there for us to go over at 5 o'clock. There is no verdict just yet. I don't know what's taking them so long. They shouldn't even have to go to the back. Now, that don't make good sense to me. I don't know what they doing. I'm not that loud? You can't hear me over the courtroom feed? Like, I got my mouth all on the mic, Victor. Yeah, Luna, that's what everybody been saying. Every time we hear that. Oh, gosh, are we going to have a hard time when Miss Jackson takes the stand? Oh, it's much softer than the feed. Okay, let me see. Wait a minute. What about now? Oh, okay. The courtroom feed background noise is loud. Does that sound better now? I just want to make sure I don't sound muffled. And I be trying to make it where I don't have to pause the courtroom feed. Okay, I turned the volume down for the courtroom feed. I'm sorry, Miss Jackson. Good. Maybe I figured it out. Maybe the whole thing when I was sounding muffled and I kept telling y'all I can't talk over the courtroom feed when I want to talk to you guys. Maybe the whole thing is that I needed to put it near my mouth, like closer to my mouth. No, Luna, I think we all there with you. Starting to think that was half my problem. It would be nice if the verdict came in right now. I don't know what they back there thinking about. And I'm talking about from Mr. Military Man. That goofy. I can't believe he took the stand. If you hadn't had a chance yet, please make sure you hit that like button. You want me to test it again? Okay, you want me to test it again. I think he likes all these loud noises. I can barely hear it. It must be coming in my other headphone. I can barely hear the gong. Oh, I can barely hear it, but I hear it. Yeah, so this is not a DP case, guys. This is going to be a LWAP. For those that missed it earlier, just want to refresh everybody in regards to our jury. We have 16 people on the jury. We have 7 men, 9 women, 6 Caucasian. Out of the 7 men, we have 6 Caucasian, 1 African American. With the women, we have 9 women, 5 are Caucasian, 4 are African American. I think she said the ranges of their ages was like 20s to, I want to say 50s. Don't quote me on that. We'll find out more. We found out earlier that the attorney seemed frustrated or kind of irritated with the defense team. And I'm pretty sure it's just one person on the defense team that they having this issue with, but I won't say no names. So we had that reported back to us. Seems like the jurors are very attentive to what's going on in the courtroom. I'm not sure if they're allowed to take notes or not. So I don't know. I don't know if they're allowed to take notes, but I have to ask Leslie that. That would be something I want to ask. Like, are they allowed to take notes? So I'll ask her that. Let me see. Let me put that on my thing. Jurors allowed to take notes. That would be interesting for us to know. Your ears hurt? Really? It be that loud, Merelda? Or am I that loud? Because I could be real loud. They are. Thank you so much. Shrapnel. Thank you so much. So they are allowed to take notes. Awesome. Well, that's one question I don't have to ask. Not that I'm aware of. I want to know where they work, like what they background and what they like. You know how when they do the is it Vardir? You say they loud. Yeah, I want to, like when they do like their background and, has anybody in your family been convicted of a felon? What do you feel in regards to people that don't want kids. I wonder what questions they ask during the voir dire process. I want to know what they asked. Like the last one that we did like that, which I really appreciate, and you guys, you know, we watched it together, was when we watched Donna Adelson. Like we couldn't see the jurors. We can only hear the jurors, but we heard their numbers, we heard their voice. You can kind of we found out where they work at, what kind of area, are they retired, are they a teacher? Like I think those